Hey y'all, this Octavius Gray coming through with another video on this rainy Thursday. I want y'all to take a listen and I will give y'all my opinion after the fact. Alright y'all, here we go.
I grew up in segregated Birmingham, Alabama. I couldn't go to a movie theater or to a restaurant with my parents. I went to segregated schools till we moved to Denver. My parents never thought I was going to grow up in a world without prejudice, but they also told me that's somebody else's problem, not yours. You're going to overcome it, and you are going to be anything you want to be. And that's the message that I think we ought to be sending to kids. It either seems so big that somehow white people now have to feel guilty for everything that happened in the past. I don't think that's very productive. Or black people have to feel disempowered by race. I would like black kids to be completely empowered, to know that they are beautiful in their blackness. But in order to do that, I don't have to make white kids feel bad for being white.
Alright y'all, y'all heard that little clip from The View dealing with Condoleezza Rice. Now, I don't find this to be a problematic statement, but you can counteract her statement pertaining to making white people feel guilty about being white. It ain't that black people are making white people feel guilty about that. No, it's from the fact that many white people still benefiting from slavery. Their ancestors have made a fortune and gave them basically a leg up in life, and many people are still eating off of old money. Many of these, you know what was a big issue back in the day, for real, when slavery ended and black people started having their towns together, their towns flourished faster than any white settlement that was in America. Within 50 years after slavery was abolished, Tulsa, Oklahoma was one of the greatest economic hubs in America. But guess what? America attacked its own. That was one of the first terrorist attack bombings in America. They bombed Tulsa, Oklahoma. There was a terrorist attack. You don't see that happening in none of these white neighborhoods. But every time a black neighborhood was getting somewhere back in the 1910s, 20s, 30s, 40s, the riots in the 50s and 60s, every time we had some type of progress, here comes some angry white people and destroy it and set us back even more decades. But you don't see none of that going on with the white people. White person, no matter how dirty, no matter what class they come from, they could put on the suit and meet the right person. They mess around and be a CEO of some type of company. We see it all the time. You see many of black people who are very talented, who are very smart, even at your jobs. Many of us know more than the supervisors. Many of us know more things about certain jobs than the average person. But yet, do they respect our opinion? No. Do they care about anything that we're doing? No. So it's kind of funny to hear Condoleezza say this, because at the end of the day, she could have been, if y'all don't know, she could have been the fifth girl that died in that Birmingham church bombing back in the 60s. She was friends with those girls. And some way, somehow, they ended up not going to church that Sunday, and she lived. If she would have went, she probably would have been one of the girls that died, and we would never known the Condoleezza Rice. Now, I'm not taking away none of this woman's accolades or anything like that, but at the same time, you need to understand the plight of your people. A lot of things have been messed up for a long time for black people. Like I said, the 80s really messed us up because of the introduction of crack. We were getting up out of there in the 90s. It seemed like everything was trying to come together in the 90s. We had great music. We were changing the culture. And next thing you know, 9/11 happened and the whole world ended up changing. Then you got the 2010s. People were more so concerned about making that bad than actually doing something for the culture, or they wasn't as willing to put themselves on the line for what was right, like our old artists used to do back in the day. Now you got in the 2020s right now, it's just a whole bunch of mess going on all different scales. On top of this virus, on top of all these celebrities being exposed, you starting to find out more truth about these people who have been put on the pedestal. So, should white people feel guilty? I can't tell you what they should feel, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, y'all still benefiting from slavery. To this very day, y'all still benefiting from slavery. Recently, I think this happened in California. Don't quote me, but this black family has been giving back this beachfront in California, I think worth over $100 million, I believe. Don't quote me on how much it is, but it's in the millions. It's in the millions. And they finally got their land back from being stolen by white people. Like, you know how much land, how much trickery has been going on in this country, from the indigenous people who've been played on their treaties to the ways that black people have been mistreated and tricked out of their inheritance and out of land. It's been going on for centuries. So, in a sense, no, you should not feel guilty, but at the same time, you need to pay up and give back, because at the end of the day, this is not your money. This is not, you have not earned this. All this stuff, everything that has been built around here, especially the old stuff, was built by slavery, built off the back of slavery. So, you know, I don't agree. As usual, I don't agree. Because it worked two ways. Y'all keep on throwing up our ancestors' past. Y'all keep on pushing these slave movies and stuff like that. Y'all keep on pushing these type of propagandas and agendas. So at the end of the day, no, we're not going to sit up here and play this game. We're not going to play this game. I think it's very, very stupid and very telling about what people think, because they still have an issue with teaching slavery and teaching what really happened in this country. They keep on trying to take it away because they want to edit history. You can't erase it. It will never be erased. Y'all got all these statues around here still dealing with the Confederacy. So that's just my opinion on that. Should white people feel guilty? I can't say, but I know it still need to be some type of restitution and reparation going on, because many of y'all are still benefiting from black blood. All right, this has been Octavius the Great. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think. Like, share, and comment. All right, bye.